Hello there, come on in, how are you? Now look thank you so much for all of you that voted for me to win the reward in the Irish Book Rewards. It was on Tuesday night and I was so delighted to win. Thank you so much. Here is my trophy. And I only forgot to thank one people's this time, and it was Specsavers who had sponsored the reward. But I had actually taken the precaution of writing a list beforehand of all the people to thank, just in case, because I always self-sabotage. Whenever I'm in a situation where I have to thank people, I never prepare. And I prepare to never. No, hold on, there's something wrong there. I don't write my full list because I feel like it's tempting fate. And then if I do win, I don't thank everybody. And then I have the most awful backwash of shame, which kind of does a lot to wipe out the joy of winning. So anyway, so this time I only left out the one people, which was the sponsors. So, it's improvement. Life is all about improvement. Now, as you can hear, I don't sound as shrill and as bat squeaky as I normally do, and that is because I am sick in every area of my body. I feel like the uncle in The Curse of the Claw. Did you ever see that? One of the ripping yarns things. You have to go and watch them if you haven't. Basically, bits of him has fallen off, and that's how I feel. Now, I know I'm being jolly and upbeat and all of that now, but it's taken a lot of effort. My stomach is at me, my throat is at me, my bad ear is about to blow. Do you know, that sort of way? It's pulsing, which it always does before the infection kicks off. My nethers are at me. I've just got rid of one batch of cold sores, but there's a fresh crop bubbling under. So I wanted to talk to you about December. Christmas is not the happiest time of the year. Christmas is a dreadful time of year that puts huge amounts of pressure on people. And there's a huge gap between how we feel and how we think we should be feeling. So I don't do Christmas at all, and I'm not urging that you would do that, but I'm urging you to go easy on yourself. Like all that kind of relentless socializing and screechiness and high spirits and out late and talking loudly and not being able to hear, it really takes its toll. So you don't have to go to everything, is what I'm saying. I am not the person to give you permission to not go, but I'm giving it to you anyway. I am assuming a role that I have not been granted. And I suppose also I'm trying to say it to myself, Now, I wanted to tell you about something lovely. Yesterday, it's Sunday where I am. Yesterday was Saturday, and the children's writer Jeff Kinney, is that his name? Jeff Kinney, yes, which sounds like a bogger saying Kenny. No, it's Kinney, who writes The Diary of the Wimpy Kid, was coming to Dublin to do a signing, and both the Redzers are giant fans. Mostly Redzer the Elder, but when Redzer the Younger sees Redzer the Elder doing something that he doesn't do, he muscles in on it. So they both read it, and Redzer the Elder is a passionate fan. And because I'm lucky, and because I'm published by the same people as published Jeff Kinney, I got tipped off about it in advance. I'm sorry, isn't this awful? Boasting about my privilege. Anyway, I managed to get tickets for the lads. And so me, Rita Ann and the two boys went, and they were so hilarious. Before we got there, they were so really giddy and really full of guff and chat and all the things they were going to say to him and all the questions they were going to ask. And I was thinking, Christ, we're going to have to keep them moving. Anyway, when the moment came, they both went completely mute and starstruck, and Redzer the Elder even buried his little face in my armpit. He turned away, he was so overcome. It was very, very cute, and he was such a nice man, very good with the nippers. Jesus, I don't know how he does it. 500 of them, all of them starstruck and screeching and probably roaring, crying and everything, and he was just really kind to them. But also in the car, we were talking about baby Hannah, because we'd seen her the previous day. Because, right, I won the reward on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday I went to my therapist, and she said, so what are you going to do to celebrate? And I was like, celebrate? And it's because my family never acknowledge anything, apart from Marian. Marian's the only one. But like, it's just treated like, it's just I have a job like everybody else. So anyway, she said that I had to celebrate. So I went and I told old woman that I had to celebrate, and that she was to go and celebrate me. And so there was a cake, and there was candles on it, and there was a card. And then they trained baby Teddy to say, congratulations. So that's all he could say. Congratulations, Auntie Marian. But I made him say it about 20 times because it was lovely, you know. And so baby Hannah was there, and she was kicking, and like she's mad, like all her limbs are going bananas. And then in the car on Saturday, on the way into Jeff Kinney, me and the lads were talking about how great Hannah was and how she kicks and everything. And Redzer the elder goes, you have to be careful or she'd kick you in the head. And then Redzer the younger, who's only 7, goes, yeah, you want to be careful because she'd kick you in the nuts. Which I thought was hilarious. Now, I know that you probably won't think it's hilarious, because it's that awful thing of like, if children are related to you, everything they do you think is just the gassest thing. Wait till I tell you what he said. And anybody else is just there kind of stony faced and kind of, isn't that love? Well, I thought it was lovely. And so did himself. We had a great old laugh, didn't we? We did. Now look it, I might, would you forgive me, I might take next Monday off. I still have a lot of work to do. And I'd just love a small break. Just the old stomach. I'd love, I don't know, maybe 5 days where I didn't have things to do. Would you forgive me if I took that time off? Just to try and get well, and to try and stop my stomach being in agony. Because if I rest and try not to worry, then the acid will stop, and then it'll stop hurting. Do you know what I mean? But it's so bad at the moment that like I can't even take my beloved, my new love, Barocca, because the fizziness just hurts an awful lot. And I'm sorry now to be whinging when people are in much worse conditions than me. I mean, I might be witches on Monday, but I mightn't. And I apologise in advance, should that be the case. So I think that's all my news. Thank you again for the reward. I'm going to hold it up. I really am delighted. It means so much to be acknowledged. And thank you. You know, so many people have been so lovely about the break. Like literally not one person has contacted me on the Twitters to say mean things. And you know, people do. People can be mean if they're in the humour, you know. So I'm very grateful to you. And go easy on yourselves. You know, you can say no. The world won't end. I'm giving you permission. And I'm giving myself permission as well, if that's okay. Have a lovely couple of weeks, and I will be back soon. Adios. Gracias. Other Spanish words.